Good morning students, my name is Suhas Vora, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department at Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. So in the last lectures we can see the different type of voltage sags. So in the last lecture we can see the types of characteristic of voltage sags. So usually in our power system we know that there are the very difficult to stable the power quality or pure power quality. So the main factor is voltage sag and voltage swell. Voltage sag and voltage swell is nothing but our pure or normal frequencies is more than or less than our frequency. हम जानते हैं कि हमारे पावर सिस्टम में हमारी जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, जैसे कि 50 हर्ट्ज़ की हम बात करते हैं तो प्लस और माइनस वेरिएशंस चलता है, बट अगर वोल्टेज स्वेल यानी कि ज़्यादा लोड कनेक्ट हो जाने की वजह से ज़्यादा ज़्यादा करंट कंज्यूम करेगा और कम लोड होने की वजह से ज़्यादा करंट जनरेट करेगा। ये दोनों प्रॉब्लम ज़्यादातर हमारी सिस्टम में होती है। सो वन ऑफ द ऑप्शंस और वन ऑफ द टाइप्स ऑफ द वोल्टेज सैग इज So the types of voltage sags is based on the phase. As we know that there are the single phase and three phase system or one phase systems. Then after the based on the fault on the transformer winding and the load connection. As we know that the transformer have the primary and secondary systems, and the connections of the primary and the secondary system is delta to star and star to delta and etc. So these are to changing the system or changing the frequencies or changing the voltage and current step up and step down is another the effect of the types of voltage sag. So the based on the phase, the first one is a single phase system. So single phase systems have this type of fault is most of usually from the voltage sag is approximately 70% fault in a single phase system. हमारी जो पावर सिस्टम है उसमें 70% सिस्टम जो भी फॉल्ट होता है वो 70% सिंगल फेज होता है. So these come to the single phase voltage sag for the other feeder of the same systems or substations. Then after the two phase systems, and this is appear is less than the 10%. Two phase system है तो line to line fault, then line to ground fault. So cause they are normally caused by the tree branch, then undesirable weather conditions, animal contacts and etc. Then after the three phase sag is a very rare fault in our power system. So less than the 20% and cause the switching, then tripping, then starting of motors and etc. or triple line fault in our power systems. Then after we can see that the transformer connection, as we know that the type A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So type A connection is considered the three phase to ground fault, and the connections of the configuration is delta to star. So it means the all three phase is 120 degree apart to each others. Then after in similar way, if the type B connections is the three phase to ground fault, but the connections configurations is the star to star, in these situations there is the no drop in the Y phase and B phase, but the drop in the R phase. So you can see here the effect of the equations. Then after the type 3, so this is the another two phase to ground fault, but the configurations of the delta to star connections, and in these connections the Y phase has a no drop, but the B and R has have the dropped. In similar way, the type D, type E and F and G have the two phase to ground fault. So connection is the delta to delta, so there is the no drop in the R phase but the drop in the Y and B phase. Then after the characteristic of the voltage sag, the magnitude, then durations, phase angle jump, missing voltage, balance and unbalanced conditions, then point of the initiation and point of the recovery. So method of the mitigations, magnitude of the voltage sag is depends on the RMS voltage method, then peak voltage method, and the last one is the one cycle window algorithm systems, and the last one is half cycle window algorithms. So these are the durations. The reductions in the voltage during the sag is due to the short circuit fault. Then after the voltage jump is nothing but the sudden change in the phase is called the angle jump, and the difference is the x by r ratio. Then after the missing voltage, so missing voltage is the divergence between the voltage without sag and the during the sag. Then balance and unbalanced condition, we know that what is the balance condition and unbalanced conditions, then a point of initiations and point of recovery. So now the today's topic is the curve of the low frequency disturbances. It means there are the causes of the low frequency disturbances. So generally we know that in our power system the frequency is the main part of our system. So if the low frequency is arise at that time, what happen? So in the power frequency or the low frequency disturbances are slow phenomenon caused by the switching event related to the power frequency, such as the disturbances and the dissipated. Then the with the time once the initiating causing the distance is the removed, and this is allowed to the power system to return the normal operations, and while the low frequency disturbances are easily detect or measure, they are not easily correct. It means that अगर हमारी सिस्टम लो फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्टर्बेंसेस होती है, सो जो हमारा फिनोमिना यानी कि जो पूरा अरेंजमेंट है उस पर इफ़ेक्ट होती है. कौन कौन सी? तो फर्स्ट वन इज़ द स्विचिंग इवेंट जो है वो इफ़ेक्ट होगी उसमें, जो पावर फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसमें, और उसकी वजह से जो डिस्टर्बेंसेस अराइज होगी वो टाइम टू टाइम चेंज होगा और टाइम टू टाइम हमारी डिस्टर्बेंसेस बढ़ेगी. सो उसकी वजह से पावर सिस्टम में नॉर्मल ऑपरेशंस होना वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट होता है. सो द कॉज ऑफ द लो फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्टर्बेंसेस is divided in the three major part. The first one is the dynamic voltage restore, then ferro resonant transformers, and the static arc compensators. So now start with the dynamic voltage restores. So there are more complicated device which work by the summing the missing voltage throughout the voltage sag. सो जैसे ही हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में देखा था कि वोल्टेज सेग की वजह से कौन कौन सी फेज होती है. सो द डायनेमिक वोल्टेज रिस्टोरर डिवाइस इज द सीरीज कनेक्टेड डिवाइस दैट इंजेक्टेड द वोल्टेज इनटू द सिस्टम एंड ऑर्डर टू द रेगुलेट द लोड साइड वोल्टेज. यानी कि जनरली हमारा जो हार्मोनिक या जो भी डिस्टर्बेंसेस होता है वो दो साइड से होता है. फर्स्ट वन इज़ जो जनरेटिंग साइड होती है एंड सेकंड वन इज़ लोड साइड. सो ये जो डिवाइस है वो जनरेटिंग साइड जो डिस्टर्बेंसेस जनरेट होती है उसकी रिमूव की उसको रिडक्शंस के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. सो द डायनेमिक वोल्टेज रिस्टोर वो सीरीज़ कनेक्शन में होता है एंड जनरली हम उसमें जो इंजेक्ट वोल्टेज होता है, जो वोल्टेज होते हैं उसमें सिस्टम में इंजेक्ट करते हैं जो स्टेबिलिटी के लिए. सो द वोल्टेज इंजेक्ट बाय मीन्स ऑफ द स्विचिंग डिवाइस इन द कंजक्शंस विद द ट्रांसफॉर्मर, एंड देयर आर द टू मेन कैटेगरीज ऑफ द DVR systems. The first one is the Strobel DVR and non-Strobel DVR. So the non-stable DVRs can be correct its fault automatically by the drawing the excess current from the power supply. So the DVR system was firstly introduced in the 1966 and it is normally installed in the distribution system between the supply and the critical load feeders. So its the primary function is to rapidly boost up the load side voltage in the event of the disturbances in order to avoid any power disturbance. जैसे मैंने आगे बताया. So to the load of there are the various circuit topologies and the control scheme that can be used to implement the DVR system. अब जब DVR हम यूज़ करते हैं तो उसमें अलग अलग टेक्निक्स होती है जो हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी जो सैग हो रही है उसको मेंटेन करने के लिए. So in the DVR includes the first one is the injections of the transformers, यानी कि हम ट्रांसफार्मर में इंजेक्शंस करेंगे. Then after the voltage source inverters, then the filters, and the last one is the control the systems. So in these four techniques we can use to maintain the power quality or power systems. So first one is the voltage injected transformers. So there are the three single phase transformer can be coupled to the disturbances line, distributions line with the star connection in the primary winding and the open the star winding in the secondary winding. So the delta connections in the primary winding and the open connections of the star is secondary winding. So basically this one is called the isolations of the transformer, and as their name indicate have the primary and the secondary winding which are separate and the insulating or isolating of the medium. So formal allows the injections of the positive, negative and the zero crossing voltage, while the later allow only the injections of the positive and negative voltage. So in these systems the isolations of the transformer do not help in carrying the voltage sag or swell, but they merely transform the voltage from primary level to the secondary level to enable the power transformer of one winding to the another. यानी कि जनरली जो इंसुलेशन ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स होते हैं वो ओनली ट्रांसफॉर्म यानी कि जो प्राइमरी टू सेकेंडरी साइड है उसमें वोल्टेज सैग एज वेल करने के लिए नहीं, बट जो हमारी नॉर्मल फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसको मेंटेन करने के लिए हम आइसोलेटिंग ट्रांसफॉर्मर यूज़ करते हैं. So the common mode noise is equally present in the line and the natural circuit with respect to the ground. So the effectiveness with which transformer limits is common node noise is called the attenuation and is expressed in the decibel यानी कि जो यूनिट है. So our equations is E is equal to the 20 log V1 by V2. अब हमने ये जो देखा उसको easily understand करने के लिए here you can see that these are the primary side and secondary side. Here we can connect the capacitance. This one is the V1 side and this one is the V2. So the V2 is, we know that the two equations is depend on the V1 upon this one is capacitance into the C यानी कि ये जो है वो. So this we can use the जो यहाँ से पावर ट्रांसफॉर्म होता है, जैसे हमने देखा था कि ट्रांसफॉर्मर में जो हम कनेक्शंस करते हैं उसकी वजह से वोल्टेज सैग जनरेट होता है. तो यहाँ पे ये कैपेसिटर्स कनेक्ट करने की वजह से जो एक्स्ट्रा जो करंट्स या जो ट्रांसमिशन सिस्टम्स है उसको कंट्रोल करता है. तो फॉर वन एग्जांपल, if find the attenuations of the transformer that can be limit of the 1 volt and common mode noise is 20 millivolt. So the transformer noise is at the secondary side, यानी कि यहाँ पे जो ट्रांसफॉर्मर है वो लिमिट 1 वॉट की है और द कॉमन मोड नॉइज है जो लेवल है वो 20 मिलीवॉट. तो जैसे हमने आगे इक्वेशन देखा था कि 20 log V1 by V2. So V1 values is the 1 and the V2 is value is 10 milliwatt. It means the 0.01. So our equations or the secondary side values is the 40 dB. So these are the first injections transformer systems. So in these systems we can see that the delta O star connections as the neutral is grounded to the zero crossing voltage and the harmonic does not pass through the transformer, but in case of the star to star, as the natural ground is injected of the transformer is used. तो जनरली स्टार टू स्टार कनेक्शंस में हम इस तरह का वोल्टेज सेट के लिए हम ये सिस्टम यूज करते हैं. देन आफ्टर द वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर्स. So voltage regulators means nothing but the voltage source inverters. So the rating of the inverter is low in the voltage while the high in the current, as it's use the injection transformer. In the variation speed drives use usually the implement of the PSI systems. So generally जो हमारी switching systems होती है, we can see here the tap changing voltage regulator. हम यहाँ पे जब changing करते हैं तब जब स्विच मूव होती है तब वोल्टेज सैग अराइज होता है. सो द वोल्टेज सैग और वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर आर डिवाइस दैट कैन मेंटेन द कांस्टेंट वोल्टेज फॉर द वोल्टेज चेंजेस ऑफ द प्री डिटरमाइंड लिमिट अबव एंड द बिलो द नॉमिनल वैल्यू. सो उसके लिए हम यहाँ पे वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर यानी कि वोल्टेज सेंसर रखते हैं कि जब चेंज होगा है उसमें हम एक अपर लिमिट और लोअर लिमिट सेट कर देते हैं कि जब चेंजिंग की वजह से जब अपर लिमिट से ज़्यादा हो जाए तब ऑटोमेटिकली वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर मेंटेन कर देगा. सो द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्विच रिस्पॉन्स टू द signal from the voltage sensing circuitry and the switching to tap the connections necessary to the maintain the output voltage constant. So the switching is typically accomplished within the half of the cycle and which is within the right through the capability of the most sensitive device. So these are the another techniques for the voltage regulators which is commonly used for the filter or notch filter and which produce the low impedance to achieved by the employing the capacitor banks. Generally हम capacitor bank से हम ये achieve कर सकते हैं. Then after the filters, the basically the passive filter includes the RLC elements which are used to control the harmonics. We know that what is the harmonic. Harmonic is nothing but the multiple frequency of our power systems. यानी कि हमारी जो normal frequency है उसमें मल्टीपल फ्रीक्वेंसी जब जनरेट होती है तब हार्मोनिक्स जनरेट होता है. तो उसको रिमूव करने के लिए हम जनरली फ़िल्टर यूज़ करते हैं. अगर हम पैसिव फ़िल्टर की बात करें तो उसमें RLC एलिमेंट्स होते हैं. दे आर यूज टू रिमूव द हार्मोनिक्स इन द करंट. सो द कॉमनली यूज फिल्टर आर द नॉच फिल्टर एंड विच प्रोड्यूस द लो इम्पीडेंस टू द स्पेसिफिक करंट हार्मोनिक्स. सो हार्मोनिक करंट्स आर sidetracked throughout the filter and the original path. And the last one is the control systems. Control system is the used to control the sampling frequency and switching frequency and control the action or sections of the interactions of the find the three-phase voltage period, then three-phase voltage after DVR systems, then current to the ground DVR and the DC link. So you can see here the actual dynamic or DVR systems. जैसे ही हमने देखा कि these are the supply system, which one is connected of the transformer, here the filter system, here the voltage source inverter systems, which one connected to the control system to the DC energy storage device. Now the next one is the ferroresonant transformers. So ferroresonant transformer are also identify the constant voltage transformer and they are reduce the current harmonics and hence are operate in the saturation regions of the BH house. So these are the basic resonance transformer circuits. Here the tap changing transformer we can use and the AC input systems, AC output system, and here the resonant LC filters will be put it in the system. So it consists of the primary winding and the two secondary winding one for the secondary winding for the capacitors and the other drive the load. So the magnetic shunt is provided between the primary and the secondary windings. So as we know that the constant voltage transformer is also called the ferro resonant transformer is non-linear transformer which have the passively provided the regulated voltage output through an the electromagnetic phenomenon called the ferro resonance. So the magnetic shunt offers the path for the flux from the primary to the secondary and back to the primary. यानी कि जो मैग्नेटिक शंट पाथ है वो फ्लक्स की डायरेक्शन में प्राइमरी टू सेकेंडरी जाएगा और देन आफ्टर द बैक टू द प्राइमरी सिस्टम्स. So the ferroresonant is associated with the behavior of the iron core while the operating near to the point of the magnetic saturations, and when in the core is so strongly magnetizing that the further variations in the input voltage result in the little or the non-increment in the magnetic flux. So few disadvantage of this system is it is the sensitive to the frequency and the sensitive to the temperature change and the non suitable for the element which require the high interest current. So these are the ferro regulations operations. So here you can see that कि जो हमारे pH कर्व है उसमें यहाँ तक तो सैचुरेशन पॉइंट तक तो कोई इश्यू नहीं आता है, बट जब सैचुरेशन पॉइंट आएगा तब they have the affect the ferroresonant transformer. So ferroresonant transformer generally हम LC filter कह सकते हैं. The last method is the static var compensators. So static var compensators are the set of the drives that provide the high reactance power on the intense transmission lines, and it is connected to the parallel arrangement of the controlled reactor and the parallel capacitors. So you can see the figures. The transistor switching systems is parallelly connected to the fixed capacitor, so they can applied either to the duty or the inside the plant, and they control the voltage by their fast response or by mean the reactive powers. So these are the actually static var compensation systems which is installed in the system. So it is used for the voltage regulations and the reactive power control. So the voltage regulations by the system is done by controlling the quality of the reactive power introduced or received from the power systems. So they have the two modes. The first one is the capacitive mode. So capacitive mode is nothing but when the voltage is below the generating reactive powers, यानी कि जो जनरेशन से उससे कम होगा, एट दैट टाइम वी कैन यूज़ दी कैपेसिटर्स. हम कैपेसिटर तब यूज़ करते हैं जैसे हमारे सिस्टम में जब पावर की डिस्टर्बेंसेस होते हैं तो कम पावर को सैचुरेट करने के लिए हम कैपेसिटर बैंक यूज़ करते हैं. सो एट दैट टाइम व्हेन द जनरेशन लोड इज लेस देन द पावर सिस्टम, एट दैट टाइम द कैपेसिटिव मोड इज ऑपरेटेड. एंड इंडक्टिव मोड when the supply voltage is above the generations of the reactive powers. So there are the most commonly used scheme is the thyristor controlled reactors. So they employ the capacitor banks to provide the reactive powers. You can see here to remove the third harmonic, fifth harmonic and seventh harmonic. So in the thyristor control reactors, the fixed capacitors which one is the TCR and FC. This scheme has the consist of the two parallel branch connected on the secondary side coupling of the transformer. Now you see here the thyristor control reactor. So one branch is connected from the reactor that are controlled by the AC thyristors, you can see here. And in addition that the reactor are connected in the delta for the three-phase application. So the other branches could either fixed capacitor banks or shunt filters. So these are the shunt filters. LC filter is used. Then after the thyristor switching controls. So thyristor switching controls is arrange of the TCRs, thyristor control reactors, and the SC, the self control. Here the active component of the load current is measured at the 0 voltage. So it is taken up the reactive power from the line connections. So here we can use the LC filter parallel to the load. Then after the another connections is the TCR FC. Here we can use the TCR. TCR means the thyristor control rectifiers, and then after connect the bank of the switching capacitor. It means the fixed कैपेसिटर जिस टाइप की हमको रिक्वायरमेंट है उसी हिसाब से हम स्विच क्लोज करेंगे. देन आफ्टर द अनदर वन इज द अनदर कनेक्शंस TCR TCS सिस्टम्स, जिसमें हम इंडक्टर्स और कैपेसिटर्स कनेक्ट करते हैं. जैसे ही हमने आगे देखा कि स्टैटिक वार कंपनसेशंस बिफोर द लोड्स एंड आफ्टर द लोड्स में जो भी वेरिएशंस होगा वो सेटअप करेगा. सो द स्टैटिक वार सिस्टम्स. सो टुडे we can see the different type of method to reduce the voltage sag system, the dynamic systems, then ferro resonance systems, and the last one is the static wire compensations. If any query regarding this topic, you can call me. If any questions regarding this topic, you can mail me. My mail ID and the contact number is in your screen. Thank you.